Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and I'm the maker and creator behind Loops Knots Crochet. In today's video we will be crocheting these adorable little spiders. They are a 15-minute pattern once you get the hang of it. They work up super quickly. They are perfect for markets or, keeping for yourselves, because who am I to judge? In today's video though, I will not be making mini versions. I will be using plushy yarn and making larger versions. This is so that you guys can see the yarn better on camera, because it's actually quite hard to see it with the velvet yarn. So I'll be using white plushy yarn so you can see it better. So give me a second while I gather my materials and we'll get started. For today's video I will be using this white yarn. I use Chanel Home Slim. There's also Sweet Snuggles Slim, which you could use as well. And you could really use any yarn. I will be stitching the eyes on and showing you how to do that. So you'll need a secondary color for eyes. If you want, you could use safety eyes, but I like to keep the material list shorter for these since I'm charging less at markets for them. You'll also need with your yarn a crochet hook that goes with it. I'm going to be using a 6mm hook. You'll need some scissors and a sewing needle. I'm going to use this plastic one because the yarn is quite thick. And you'll need some stuffing. Depending on the size, you'll need more or less. You could also use yarn to stuff it instead of stuffing if that's all you have on hand. I was going to use blue for the eyes, but I don't have any blue yarn. So for these guys, I will just be doing red. So you'll need just a little bit of a color for your eyes. Like I said, you could use safety eyes if you want, but this is what I'll be using and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, let's get into this. To start this pattern, we will need to make a magic ring or use the chain 2 method. I will be using the chain 2 method because that is what I have always done and it's always worked for me. So we start by making a slip knot and putting it onto our hook. Now I'm doing a chain 2, so I will be chaining 2, otherwise work 6 single crochets into your magic ring. We will be doing 6 single crochets for the first round. Okay, once you finish your first round, we will need to close our hole. This may be very difficult depending on your yarn. I like to do this on the second round as well because there's a little bit more, it's a little bit easier to close it on the second round. But I managed to get it closed. Perfect. So now we'll be moving on to round 2. Round 2, we will be increasing in each stitch for a total of 12 single crochets. So 2 single crochets in each stitch around. Okay, once you come around, you'll have 12 single crochets or 6 increases. Now the next step will be to single crochet all the way around. Since I only have 12 stitches, I will just be counting them in my head all the way around to 12. If you want to use a stitch marker, you can put the stitch marker right at the end of your round. Okay, that was 12 stitches and the end of round 3. We have the start of the head now. For the next round, we will begin by chaining 6. We're going to start our first leg. Once you have chained 6, we will be slip stitching down the chain for a total of 5 slip stitches. Skip the first chain and slip stitch along. I like to do this in the back humps of the chains, but if you have a hard time seeing them, then you can just slip stitch anywhere in the chain. It won't make too much difference in the end. There you are, there's the first leg finished. Now we will be single crocheting 6 all the way along our previous round. Once you have single crocheted 6, we will be making our second leg on the opposite side. So we will begin by chaining 6. There we are, we have a chain of 6. Now skip the first chain and slip stitch down. You will have 5 slip stitches. Okay, and then to finish off the round, we will single crochet 6. There you are. We have our first set of legs on our face. So now what I will do is secure my center tail. And I will do this by creating a couple of knots. Depending on the yarn you use, you'll want to be very careful not to pull too hard and snap the yarn. That's honestly the most frustrating thing to happen. It doesn't need to be too tight, just tight enough that the magic ring or your chain 2 can't come undone. I just tie a knot a couple of times, just like that. Now the next thing we will do before continuing, we will stitch the eyes. I like to stitch the eyes with our working round on the top so that it's easier to see the stitches down here. Now taking your opposite color, the color you're using for the eyes, we're going to thread it onto our needle. Now what we will do is we will stitch the eyes. So we have 2 sets of eyes. We have 2 slightly larger ones and then 2 more on the side, which I prefer to make them slightly smaller. So what we're going to do is from the back, we're going to insert our needle and we will skip these 2 rounds and come in between those, just like that. And this will be your first set of eyes. So this is 1, and we're going to go into just right above it. And this will take some trial and error before you come to a place where you like the eye placement. For the most part, it's not a big deal because it is handmade and I tend to make them all look slightly different. So next we will scooch right over, 1 stitch over, and complete the second eye. Just like that. So this is the main pair of eyes, the slightly bigger ones. Now we will scooch on over right here. Again, we're still in 2 rounds above, and I'm going to stitch it through. Like I said, this will take some trial and error before you're really happy with it, but it's not a big deal. It doesn't need to look perfect. Now on to the other side, insert your needle, pull it through. Try not to pull too tight because you don't want to pull the eyes in. You want them to still be quite visible. So that is the way it looks. This eye is a little off, but I don't really mind. I think it looks fine and it's just perfect. You know, it's handmade, so it doesn't need to look like a machine made it. So once you are happy with the eyes, what we can do is turn this inside out and tie a knot to secure these ends. Keep in mind not to tie it too tight, because if you pull tight, you will pull the eyes in, and you don't want that. If you do end up doing that, what you can do is just take your needle, come under it, and kind of push them out a little bit so that they're not so tight in there. Now we will move on to the next round. So the next round, we're going to begin by chaining 6. And we will slip stitch down just as we did with the other legs, and you'll have 5 slip stitches. Skip that first chain and slip stitch down. Okay, so this next part is where it can get a tiny bit complicated, but it's not too bad. What we will be doing is decreasing these 6 stitches down to 3. So I will be using the invisible decrease, where you collect both the front loops of the next 2 single crochets, pull through, and then single crochet. You just want to take care not to crochet into your leg, so keep that in mind when you are working. If you end up at the end over here and you have an extra stitch, just take it out, go back and skip whatever stitch you accidentally picked up. Now, once you have decreased 3, we will begin our 4th leg where we will chain 6 again. All the legs are the same. Chain 6, slip stitch 5. Alright, to finish the round, we will decrease in the next 6 stitches and bring it down to a total of 3 stitches instead. So decrease in the next few stitches. Okay, and there we are. We have decreased 3 times. Now what I like to do is tuck all these extra ends into the head so they're no longer bothering me and are no longer in the way. Just like so. Now we will move on to the next round, and we will begin by chaining 6. We're going to work on our 5th leg now. Slip stitch down for a total of 5 slip stitches, just like the other legs. Okay, now in the next 3 stitches we will be increase in each of those stitches. You will have 3 increases or 6 single crochets. Now the next thing we'll do is we'll make our 6th leg, and we will do that by chaining 6 and slip stitching down. Okay, now we will increase in the next 3 stitches. At this point you should have a total of 12 single crochets all the way around and your 2 legs, which we will not be counting. Thankfully we're on our final pair of legs, so we will be chaining 6 and slip stitching down. This leg is being a little bit difficult. Okay, once you finish your 7th leg, we will be increasing and then single crocheting, and we'll do that 3 times along these increases from the previous round. You'll have a total of 9 single crochets on this side. Okay, now to make our final leg, just like all the other ones, we will be chaining 6 and slip stitching down, skipping the first chain, slip stitch 5. Okay, now we will increase and single crochet, just like we did on the other side. Alright, and there you have it. We're done with all of the legs. So now for the next 2 rounds we will be single crocheting 18. You'll want to count the first round to make sure you're not single crocheting into the legs. But other than that, you will just be single crocheting for the next 2 rounds. Okay, once you arrive all the way around, you finish those 2 single crochet rounds, this is what you should have. We are almost done, just 2 more rounds to go, and then we will be finished. For this next round, we will be decreasing and then single crocheting 1, and we'll repeat that 6 times all the way around. At this point, you will want to stuff the spider. I will be stuffing the head just a little bit more and then stuffing the body. Okay, and then we will complete the spider with our last round of 6 decreases all the way around. Okay, now we will slip stitch, chain 1, and fasten off. You only need a yarn tail long enough to close up the hole. So at this point, you can see if it needs any more stuffing, which mine is pretty stuffed, so I won't be giving it any more stuffing. But if you need more stuffing, now is the time to do it because we will be closing it up now. So thread your needle. What you'll do is you'll collect the the front loops of all these single crochets and then pull it tight to close it. There you are, pull it tight but not too tight, don't snap your yarn. Now I will be securing this end with a knot, create an arch, slip under it, and pull it tight, but not too tight. Now I will be tucking this end in by weaving it through 3 times, back, forth, and then back 1 more time. There we are, and now I will snip the end off. And we are finished. There we are. Here's how your spider should be looking if you use the same yarn I did. Otherwise, it should be a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit bigger. But all in all, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. And with Halloween just around the corner, I hope it helps you prepare for your markets or your online store, or just giving it away as gifts or keeping it for yourself. You don't have to sell your crochet if you don't want to. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!